welcome back everyone. So, captain of the rig. This is where everything comes together, and depending on what we did in those first 3 previous steps, that's going to reflect off of what we do right here. And that's why I assure you it's so important and critical and crucial in everything for you to form that leadership right there in that trip plan. Because once we get to the step right here, there is no turning back, ladies and gentlemen. I assure you, and I'll say it again, once we get here, there is no turning back. All we can do from this point on is carry out that plan that we set in motion back in the trip plan. And this is also where your leadership is going to be measured. And it's going to be measured by your success. So if you want to have that success, put the time in there. Compare your GPS with an atlas, write the highways down, truck stops down, write down major landmarks and cities so you can share responsibility with that GPS. Be due diligent and do extra inspections when the opportunity presents itself, and be present when your trailer is being loaded and understand as much about that freight as you possibly can. That is a positive flow of energy, which makes proactive and accurate decision making. But when we breeze through that trip plan, we breeze through those inspections, we were not present when our trailers are being loaded. You know what? When we get here, our decision making is going to be based off of speculation. And the reason that is, you're not perfect. You're not perfect. You cannot do a proper trip plan within 30 seconds off a GPS. You can't. I don't care how good it is. You cannot be successful if you're not due diligent in your inspections. And you cannot be successful if you're not totally understanding what's going on with your freight. You have to be due diligent here. This is where your leadership really comes into play. So when you do all that and you put that positive flow in there, when you do get to the step, it's going to give you that momentum to keep you going. But being a captain of the rig is just not about the decisions that we make when we're behind the wheel. It's also about the decisions we make when we're outside the truck. And you know, there's other people involved when we are conducting ourselves and carrying it out. So when we arrive to a shipper, pick up a load, or we arrive to a receiver to drop off a load, and we get out in rags and, pants hanging down, and we have an attitude, you have to understand, whether you are an owner-operator or a company driver, you are also either representing a brokerage, a carrier, or a shipper. So when you act out, those people that you're representing, they're acting out with you. So when you do arrive to wherever you're at and you're having a bad day, or if you're not just before you act out, just understand your actions are not only a reflection off of yourself, but it's also a reflection of the people that you're representing. And I'm gonna share another thing with you as being the captain, really help you. It's a mindset that we allow ourselves to be in also before we enter the open road. Take all this into consideration, because when we are not in a peaceful place, our decision making is not going to be in a peaceful place either. So always make sure you're in the right state of mind, a peaceful state of mind. And you know what? When you do all this, it will take you to that next step, which is keeping you cool. And you're probably thinking, man, how easy is that? You know what? There is nothing easy about keeping you cool at all. And you know what? There is nothing easy about being a trucker. When you show leadership, integrity, diligence, and self-composure, being a successful and having a peaceful career is very possible. And I'll show you next door, when we get to keeping you cool, how easy it really is. So I hope you're getting something off this. You guys drive safe, and I'll see you next door.